This is Pastor Salvador Fuentes, and today we will talk about Assemblies of God, history, missions, and governance. The Pentecostal movement has always been global. That is because the gospel is global. The good news of salvation for all humanity. The Assemblies of God has a rich history of missions, and today I would like to share with you some interesting facts about history. Do you know Pentecostal history began before the Association Revival? Scotland and Wales story, the West of Scotland revival occurred, including prophecies, healings, speaking in tongues, and interpretation of tongues. In 1904 or 1905, there was also a Pentecostal revival in Wales. India. In the 1860s and 1870s, Christian and Travancore in Madras state in South India experienced speaking in tongues. In 1905 to 1906, foreign girls at the Maki Mission in Western India experienced the Pentecostal outpouring. The revival included miracles, healings, and the spiritual gift, including speaking tongues. The Holy Spirit empowered them to reach the poor and destitute in the region. Indonesia. In the 1860s, the Indonesian Christian community group after experienced Pentecost. They had dreams and visions and also spoken tongues. There are several testimonies, including a missionary named Ludwig Nommensen, who was given poison to drink by local enemies, but he was not hurt. Africa. By the end of the 1800s, approximately 900,000 Christians in Africa had experienced Pentecost. United States. In 1900, Charles E. Parham reported the brother and sister Hemmerke received the gift of speak in tongues in Topeka, Kansas. He was a holiness preacher, but believed in praying for these gifts before sending missionaries out. In the summer, he heard speaking in tongues for the first time in Charlotte, Maine. He believed this was evidence of the baptism of the Holy Spirit. He felt this was key for world evangelization. In January of 1901, Charles Parham prayed with his students at the Bethel Bible School in Topeka. Prayed that God would pour out his Spirit as prophesied by Joel 2:28. Agnes Hosman spoke in tongues. In 1905, William Seymour accepted the message preached by Charles Parham about Pentecost. William Seymour led the Association Revival in 1906 to 1913 in Los Angeles. Association Revival. Believers in Los Angeles heard about what happened in Wales. They began to seek God. Frank Battleman and eyewitness to Azusa Street Revival wrote about it. Frank Battleman also observed the color line was washed away in the blood. What do your revivals around the world and the revival at the Azusa Street all have in common? They all start with prayer. We must believe God at His word, humble ourselves and pray. We will continue to pour out His Holy Spirit upon His people. The Assemblies of God was founded in Hot Spring, Arkansas in 1914. It is the largest classical Pentecostal fellowship in the world. World mission has always been a central part of the Assemblies of God. Light is led by students of equipped missionaries. 1994, the first Assemblies of God World Congress gathered in South Korea. In 2017, Dr. George Wood shared a prophetic exhortation with the World Assemblies of God Congress. He asked the Lord of the harvest to help the Assemblies of God grow to 1 million churches around the world by 33. This is now called MM33. His mandate or mission. It is an exciting time to be a part of Assemblies of God. The global focus continues as people from every nation, tribe, and tongue are reached with the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ.